You know, my friends, it irks me every time a young athlete comes to me with a piece of paper saying, I'm going overseas, could you help? Should not occur in oil-rich Guyana. So we are saying to you that all our national athletes will be sponsored by the government. And they will be paid a salary to stay into sport. It can't be that you just turn up at the airport for greet them when they win, but when they punish it, you are nowhere there. The biggest joke in that government is a thing named Ramsey. He has no understanding of what should happen in sport. Let me tell you what the PPP has done to sport in this country. They dig up most of the grounds, but they can't finish them. In Linden, for 5 years, they're building a track. 5 years. The same thing in New Amsterdam. But that's why I say it's more than 5 years, because we start them, but they're so vindictive, they ain't finishing them. But in the process, they are depriving our athletes of a proper place to train. And if you do not have facilities for your athletes to train, they wouldn't do as well as they should. I salute Guyanese athletes. They do extremely well without government support. This government believes in optics. They turn up here, if I could take a picture and smile, we can't do nothing more than that. I thought they should have nicknamed me Smiley. I never see a man who believes optics is reality. He smile all day, shake hand all day, but has nothing up here. We need people that have the ability to govern this country. And we are saying to you that we have the ability to govern this country. And come September 1st, put your X next to the palm and let us see the back of the People's Progressive Party. My friends, they have failed us in sport. They have failed us in culture. They have failed us in infrastructure. They have failed us in health. When we came to government in 2015, maternal deaths were high. We brought it down. And then they came back in 2020 and maternal health tourniquet start running out. That is the government that tries to say to people they are competent. Let me remind them that when we came to power in 2015, the police force did not solve crimes. We trained a number of policemen and give them investigative capacity so that they can investigate crimes. You know what this government did? They brought back the same people who used to stop the investigation and put them there. You know why? Because they know a lot of the people linked to crime are their people. And that is why the CCTV camera, you have a look at Main Street. You have a look at Main Street. It got more cameras than anything else. But yet a murder occurred. And suddenly, they don't know who murdered, because they're working. And then the man challenged them. And suddenly, so they got evidence for charging for a crime. You know what it says? It says, if you and I are friends, you're fine. But the minute you fall out with me, you're dead. And don't worry when friends broke up, you just got to be careful because they could come back together. And so, I'm saying to you that we're in a serious struggle. We're in a struggle to ensure that our people benefit from the resources of this country. It is our money, and therefore it should be our honey. We cannot continue to allow a regime to take our resources, put it in their pockets, while the people live in poverty. It must not happen. It must come to an end. Guyana is a glorious country. When the PPP is not in power, Guyana is a peaceful country. But the minute they put their hands on the reins of power, Guyana becomes a little terrorist site. The police in this country abuse the law. And when I say the police, I mean those in the leadership to the top. A little boy goes to some station. Somebody just say you do something, they tell you, go in the lockup 72 hours. It's an abuse of power. If a man is reasonably suspected of committing a crime, that is understandable. But you can't take an innocent man because your girlfriend complained about he and lock you up for 72 hours. And I said this to the Guyana Police Force. Your task is to serve the people of Guyana. And you should not be misled by the PPP to abuse your power and ill-treat Guyanese. We will bring that to an end. We will ensure the police goes back to how it operated between 2015 and 2020, when people could have expected the law to take its course. They like criticize Granger. But I tell you, Granger is a priest to them. Without resources, he governed Guyana better than them. So don't let them tell you that we didn't do anything. Let me remind you, when we came to power in 2050, electricity was in tatters. We fixed GPL to the point where it moved from red to black, and blackouts were infrequent, if at all. And then the dumb group comes back to power. They bring power ship here, power ship there, and then tell me boards eat the cable so we get the blackout. Not a joke. It's what kind of cable they buy. It is pure incompetence. Let me remind you that between 2015 and 2020, water in this country improved. You are getting 24/7 water, and you are getting good quality. But Sheikh Bash and Chida, we are here, people can't make Marby no more, so they're sending Marby through the pipe. They're sending Marby through the pipe. You stay home, you get the color, you put little sugar, and you got Marby. And we're saying to you that we delivered on water, and we will deliver on water again. Don't let them tell you we did nothing. Without oil money, we increase salaries to the tune of 77%. These jokers come at 5A, at 8A, the 5 is what, 13? Another 8 is 21. With oil money, we give you 77%. We're out. And so I'm saying to you, there's no comparison between the two. What you have there, or there, what you have there is a joker who the only thing he understands is to jump when Barrett says jump. What you need is a government with competent people that can govern this country. I said to you that we in the APNU will govern Guyana, govern it effectively, govern it efficiently, and ensure you, the people, benefit. You know, when I became leader, I used to laugh because, you know, they used to say, you know, not need to know university dunce. And I used to laugh at them. I taught many of them children. So the children would know better than them. But I said this to you. I do not believe because you achieve intellectually, you have to go flaunting it all around. I believe the best thing is to engage Guyanese, be in contact with Guyanese. You know, we come to power on the 2nd. We gotta go and ask people what to do in Lodge. We know that the main problem in Lodge is drainage. Anybody who live in Lodge will tell you that. And I'm saying this to say to you, we have been on the ground for the last 4 years consistently, and we have clear knowledge of what are the problems our people are facing, and we're going to solve them. We're going to solve them. There are many areas in this country that need attention. I grew up in Linden as a boy until as a big man. It is the first time in the history of Linden I am hearing the community flooding. Ask anybody. Soon as the rain set up, gone. These people are so ridiculous. At least they could have learned from David Granger that if you have a clean environment, life is going to be better. David Granger administration clean Georgetown. Had it spick and span, then come dirty Irfan. And I repeat, dirty Irfan. You got to be a dirty man to drive around this country and not see that garbage is a problem, unless he considers himself part of the problem. Look, they are starving APNU councils of resources. They are giving no money to New Amsterdam. They are giving none to Linden. They are giving none to Georgetown. Because their intention is to blame the council for the state of Georgetown. But let me say to all of you here, the state Georgetown is in is as a direct result of the PPP starving those councils of resources. We're saying to you, regardless of which political party wins in the local government, we will ensure that all of them get resources and the people of Guyana get a clean environment. Comrades, you know, Guyana is a beautiful country. It's a country with 6 races, some would say 7. And one of the biggest problems Guyana has is the ethnic problem. And, you know, Irfan felt he could have fooled people with one Guyana. But what he didn't say is one Guyana for them and another Guyana for we. I'm saying this to you. Guyana needs to be a united society. And there are a number of things that we can do to unite Guyanese. And one of them is to ensure all Guyanese are enjoying equitable shares from what we have. We cannot continue to have a few have contracts, the rest do not, and expect unity. And they're so disruptive. They're destroying the unity even in their strongholds because they give a few the resources and they leave the rest out. And that is why they have so many people pushing back on the PPP, because they have come to recognize that even in the case of ethnicity is not solely the issue, it is also class. Jagdeo and company believe they're in a class by themselves and they're entitled to do what they like with the resources of Guyana. We must end this class system. We must work for national unity. We must work to ensure all the people of Guyana benefit from the resources of this country. Is we own. It's for all of we. And nobody can stop we from making it for all of we. So I'm saying to you, as we launch here this evening, that our people-centered development strategy will put people first. And many of the things you would have heard here, we will implement. When we release our manifesto, you will see more. We stop releasing some because they copy everything. I just try to imagine a fan at school. You remember long ago when you sit down and you're cagging over, sir? I was getting the impression that till now he cagging. By the time you said, you repeat it. And I want you to urge you, pay attention to them. They are taking our policies and seeking to baptize them and make them theirs. But be very, very clear. The political party with the know-how to govern this country, the political party with a development strategy for this country, the political party that wants to see good governance and the inclusiveness of all the people is the Partnership for National Unity. Remember, when you vote on September 1, you're not only voting for the APNU, you're voting for yourself. You're voting for your children. You are voting for all Guyana. I promise you that we will change a lot of things. You know, I heard Jack Deere talking about how they could monitor people. Sometimes I wonder if it's a total police state they want. They are doing everything like if they want to create a police state. But we won't accept that. We are free-thinking people. We are intelligent people. We are productive people. And we will reject the People's Progressive Party out of hand. Their time is up. We said to you, come out on September 1st, and put your X next to the palm. When you put that X next to the palm, you have placed an X for a better future. When you place the X next to your palm, you are voting for your children's future. When you put your X next to the palm, you are voting for more money in your pocket. When you put your X next to the palm, you are voting for better social services. When you put your X next to the palm, you are voting for a just society. And so I said to you that there is no other choice in these elections. There is only one choice: a partnership for national unity. It would be remiss of me. It will be remiss of me if I do not say a special thank you to all of you, those who I can see in front and those who I can't see way up the road. You have sent the message to the People's Progressive Party. Shout and let them hear, APNU, 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 APNU. I said to you, we are alive, we are well, and we are strong, and we are going to defeat every opponent on September 1st. Have a good night, and may God bless you.
We're the time to remove the cuss. We're the time to remove the cuss. Ladies and gentlemen, Guyana massive. The time done reach. We ready time to remove the cuss. Them copy with plans, but always spin round. Talk about progress, but the people still down. Say it's grand, but it's pure confusion. No structure, no plan, just illusion. We bring vision, they bring stress. Every time we rise, them settling for less. School, road, water, clinic, and nurse. When you know who come, everything gets worse. We ready, time to remove the curse. We ready, time to put people first. No more tricks, no more rehearse. We don't realize we flip the verse. They bring pain, we bring purpose. We ready, time to remove the curse. Them them laugh but crime flow. Know them giving wild. Be a party, confusion pile, keep the idea but can't manage style, them gimmicks with them policy vile. Where's the plan? Where's the real change? You know who playing them same old games? Kayana deserve better cost. We not riding pan no runaway horse. We ready, time to remove the curse. We ready, time to put people first. No more gimmick, no more rehearse. Done with lies, no flip the verse. They bring pain, we bring purpose. We ready, time to remove the curse. Who fixed the school? Who built the farm? Who give grants with truth and heart? Who mash it up with not a clue? Who got the plan? Who got the vision? Who the people trusting now? Who just playing games still? Time to remove the curse. Hands up in the air. Flag them. Wave them. We ready. We ready. We ready. Time to remove the curse. I'm feeling it now. We ready. Time to put people first. I'll tell you straight. No more tricks, no more rehearse. We done with lies, we flip the verse. They bring pain, we bring purpose. We ready. Time to remove the curse. For the people, with the people, putting people first with you. We're the time to remove the curse. We're the time to remove the curse. Ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Keep. So as we continue to move into the elections campaign, next week, Monday, is nomination day. And we ask that you gather at the corner of Lama and Main Street at 8:30 next week, Monday, for nomination day. You will be part of the delegation that will be creating your future leaders and the future president and prime minister. As we take our list of candidates into the Umanayano. So next week, Monday, 8:30 at the corners of Lama and Main Street for nomination day. Throughout the week, you can get additional jerseys or t-shirts at Conference Place Supplier. Just go out there early, any day in the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, at your convenience. Continue to spread the word. The APNU, September 1.
We ready, time to put people first. No more gimmick, no more rehearse. Done with lies, no flip the verse. They bring pain, we bring purpose. We ready, time to remove the curse. Who fixed the school?
Yeah, my name is Justity Faldata from Vietnam. And since 1965, I become a voter. And I always place my X next to the cup. And what they are doing today, I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by one vote, they're losing it by data. I have no.
There and fabricate that. Unless you say who the person is, I can't comment on anonymous people.
Okay, well, let's talk about specific individuals. What is your relationship with Mr. Su Jurong?
Su? Oh, Su.
I can't take it no more. I can't take it no more. Can't take it no more. Imagine 18 hours of blackout and you're telling people progress. Cost of living gone up 100%, yet you give public servant less. Mr. President, listen to the people. Search your soul and you will confess. I want you try surviving on the public face, then you're gonna know but stress. Cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up, the people fed up. You're hiding corruption inside the cup, look how we go set up. The people fed up. They don't drive no fair with the citizen. They may want the people speak out. Freedom of speech done gone inside the gutter. Knock off when you open your mouth. Discrimination in entertainment. And you're talking about one Guyana. When the Ministry of Culture keep the big shows. One set of girls and banner. Cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up. The
Oh, Jesus Christ, if cost of living double, I don't know what happened. A pound of sugar is $300 already. Flour, everything gone up. Everything just raising. You gotta get about $40,000 for buy good ration. You gotta get 3 man now. A weekend man, a monthly man, and a fortnight man.
There and fabricate that. Unless you say who the person is, I can't comment on anonymous people.
Okay, well, let's talk about specific individuals. What is your relationship with Mr. Su Jurong?
Su? Oh, Su? My relationship?
Persons can do so peacefully, and they can, but blocking the road for hours is something that affects
Mr. Ali, I saw you blocking road. Yes, Mr. Ali.
I'm just telling
Mr.
you.
Ali, there are videos with you protesting, you being a scrape and a tug. Mr. Ali, this is not, listen, sometimes we gotta put our position aside.
No, this is not position.
No, we gotta put our position aside and place ourselves into people's shoes. You gotta understand, even those persons who were traveling, yes, they were inconvenienced, but they understood the reason. They understood the reason